Governor Laura Kelly is speaking out, directing Department of Children and Families to investigate a private foster care agency's handling of Cedric Lofton's case.
So the 17-year-old's foster father says he was told by a caseworker not to let the 17-year-old back in the house until he received a mental evaluation. That led to Lofton being taken to Juvenile Intake and Assessment Center. He died 2 days later. KSN's Hunter Funk joins us now with more on the details. Hunter, this is a huge story. Now we're seeing attention coming to the story from state leaders.
Yeah, that's right. Eddie Julia, the governor says she's directing the DCF to make sure policy and procedures were properly followed and to determine if these processes need to change. Now, in a statement, the governor said, quote, "This situation is tragic and we must find a way to ensure something like this never happens again." Now, this comes after the district attorney's press conference where one of his questions to leaders was if a foster parent contacts their foster agency to report the child in mental distress, is there a better way than calling the cops and not letting them in the house? The district attorney gave other recommendations to the city and county. He asks that procedures for both the JIAC workers and officers be evaluated for when a person is in a mental health crisis, to evaluate if law enforcement officers have the right training for this, and that county leaders update the video system to include audio. He says it's to prevent a tragedy like this from happening again.
We can collectively do better. Whether we want to put the resources to make sure it never happens again is the question. I believe that we have the leadership in the county to make sure this never happens again.
And today, city and county leaders will meet to discuss a community task force in charge of reviewing and recommending system improvements following Lofton's death. And Eddie Julia, the governor, says she looks forward to hearing from the district attorney, legislature, and advocates' recommendations on ways to clarify the stand your ground law.
I'm sure we'll continue to hear more on this developing story. Hunter, thank you.